Now, let's talk about the X, man. Let's talk about DMX, Darkman X. Let's just, speak on him. Rest in peace to another legend and how they killed DMX. Because this wasn't just like, oh yeah, he got in the hospital, oh yeah, he was on drugs. So let's just kind of break down some of the stuff we was told before he was killed, before they killed him, before they pulled the plug purposely. Now, it's a sad scenario because we do know Swiss Beats. We do know his wife at the moment, or his girl. Matter of fact, she had no say so because I think they was engaged. So they was trying to get her out the money. We do know he has kids and children and baby mothers that don't like him and ain't the biggest fan of him and really just look at him like a bag. Everybody look at dead artists like they get more money when they dead instead of they alive. We know X was alive working on his project. We know he was alive working on his project. We know that, he worked on some of it. There's a lot of jealousy in between there. So let's talk about it. Now, every time me, you, and anybody watch an interview with Swiss Beats, we gotta say Swiss Beats first thing is, yo man, we had to pull a plug on DMX, right? We hear which that doesn't make sense because I know several people. I know people who've been in a coma for a month. I know people who've been in a coma for a week, 3 days, 5 days, you name it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Man, there's people that been in a coma for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and woke up. But instead of this, DMX goes in a coma and they just pull a plug on him like the first two days. 2 days they pull they pull a plug on him like the first, like they didn't even give that man a week. They didn't even give him a week in a coma. They just pull a plug on him, which was like real vicious. Real vicious from everybody surrounding him, and I hate to say it, but Swiss Beats included. It was just a vicious thing. Now we seen Swiss Beats come out and attack Irv Gotti. Why? Because Irv Gotti, he got on and said, "Oh, yo, DMX died from an overdose on crack." Like, we know anybody from the hood, you ain't never seen a crackhead die from an overdose on crack. Like, I don't care what now. Oh yeah, there was fentanyl in the drugs. We know DMX wasn't a cokehead. We know he was on crack. Rest in peace to X, no disrespect, but we know he was on crack. He wasn't on coke. We know fentanyl is in the coke, right? We know people are dying off coke, off the fentanyl in the coke, off the fentanyl in the heroin, off the fentanyl in the pills. We've never heard a crackhead die off fentanyl in the crack. So that just automatically makes everything seems like straight lies. Straight lies. It's like, whoa, we know, I know, fentanyl, like crack. You never heard nobody die from crack. So it's just a weird scenario. So, take your time and go back and listen to Irv Gotti interview. Go listen, when he talked about X and Swiss Beats got mad at him. Go back and listen to Drag on Vlad TV saying, they told me 2 days before they told anybody else they was going to pull a plug. They called me and told me, yo, we're going to pull a plug on X. Why would they, why not? If that's really your brother, Swiss Beats, if that's really your brother, etc., where's the hope in, yo, he going to pull through? Where's the hope? Where's the hope? But the whole scenario sounds weird anyway, because it's like, oh, yo, DMX overdosed off crack. Come on, man. Then, oh, yeah, he was taking crack and he fell in a coma. That whole story already sounds shaky, sounds shady, sounds weird, sounds like lies, doesn't sound like the truth. Just want to, rest in peace to a legend. It's sad that he dies and then his album drops the next month, so they just tried to really make a bag off his death, and I don't, but I don't really think it went as they wanted it to. Maybe they expected the album to be way bigger, but if you ask me, it would have been a bigger project if DMX was alive, if he was able to. We seen songs that we knew that wouldn't have been on there. We knew DMX wouldn't have did a song with Moneybagg Yo, and Moneybagg Yo is literally, one of the top and the best and one of my favorites right now. But we know he wouldn't have did that track with him. We not even when we go into the whole Jay and DMX been beefing since DMX died. You know, like they really never really liked each other. It was always a, you know, you can call it friendly competition or you can call it competition that got too serious. But, you know, so it's just a lot of things in there. You know, Irv Gotti, his interview, you know, it sounded more sincere. Dragon, it sounded more sincere. Now, as I watch the Swiss Beats, it doesn't really sound sincere. You know, it's like, I don't know. And, you know, I'm a Swiss fan. I'm a everybody. I'm a Irv fan. I'm a Dragon fan. But me calling it down the middle and me just saying what it looked like and what it sounded like and just me using something called common sense is like, no. You know, so it's sad they had to kill DMX. They couldn't let the man just stay in a coma for a week. Couldn't let him stay in a coma for 5 days. They had to say, oh, whoa, he in a coma. Let's pull a plug. Let's pull a plug ASAP. Oh, sure. Come on, let's pull a plug. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, we got an album. Matter of fact, we'll finish it. You know, so, you know, and it's sad that his kids got to lose such a legend. You know, such a GOAT. Someone who, you know, who is, you know, definitely a legend. A legend. Someone that can go to any hood, any neighborhood, get love. Go any projects in America, get love. People love Dex. You know, someone who was, you know, real close with, you know, like someone who, you know, when he preached, people listen. People listen to DMX. If DMX said any prayers or he talked about God, I don't care if all the shooters stood up. All the gangsters stood up. Now, you know, he had that different feeling. You know, like Mace, you know, Mace became a pastor. He didn't have that. X, he became a pastor and still went back to the rap game and still was killing it. And the gangsters and the killers and the shooters understood him, still messed with him. Still, every time he said a prayer, they was tilting their head. So, rest in peace, DMX. I wish they would have let you stay in a coma for a week, 2 weeks, a month, anytime. You were a celebrity. You got people that ain't celebrities stay in a coma a year, 2 years, 3 months. I mean, give the man a month. Give the man 2 weeks in a coma. Give the man 2 days in a coma. The second the man out, y'all just pull a plug on him. Y'all just pull a plug on him off a money grab. Off a money grab. And it's sad because we see this happening many times with celebrities. If you a celebrity, stay out the hospital. Get out the hospital. Because they going to kill you. And, you know, they going to kill you and collect on you. Whatever record label, whatever family members, you know, whoever, they gonna collect on you. You know, so, you know, rest in peace. Rest in peace to DMX, though. Rest in peace to a GOAT, Darkman X. Rest in peace.